And we are live. Welcome everybody to Big Nasty and Chonko's live show.
Hey,
Uh,
everybody.
everybody in the chats, everybody give a little bit for people to catch up and all that stuff. Hey Johnny, Johnny's comic stuff's here, buddy. But how you doing, Chonko? You doing all right?
Good. Yeah, I was just saying, I got back from my parents' house, took actual Chonko out there, running wild near the wood with kids and dogs, and now he's in the other room, like totally passed out, like almost like I drugged him. He's like that passed out.
That's always good on them, man. Get them more out like that, man. You have to get you one of those little doggy treadmill things or something, and let him just run the hell out of him some days.
Right.
But yeah, welcome everybody. We've got a good guest. Chanka, you want to do
Yeah.
one thing and
Yeah. Bring in one of the like OG comic YouTube guys. Immortal, Biggie, Shaq. If you're not subscribed to Biggie, you need to subscribe to Biggie. I think most of you probably are. He streams, I think, pretty much every day, and then has scheduled streams on Wednesday and Friday nights. Sometimes you'll catch me on a Friday night on his show. But yeah, like one of I've said the two people who gave my channel a push before anybody else were Matt and Biggie. Like they before anybody even really knew who I was at all. But yeah, I think everybody's gonna really like to hear about Biggie. One of the things I was even telling Biggie is I think most people know him, but I think a lot of people maybe not know like his story of how he got into comics and how long he's been in YouTube and that stuff. So I was thinking maybe we could hear some more about that. Maybe we should bring Biggie out and we could talk.
all right. Without further ado, here is the immortal Biggie Shaq.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me. I like to call Chonko the Chonker and Big Nasty, Appreciate y'all having me on your show. Yeah, man, Chonko's been a very cool guy to hang out with. I've hung out with Big Nasty before too, I believe, and done a lot of content with Chonko as of late, and been having a lot of fun with him. And yeah, man, I'm here to hang out. I feel like you're nice enough to come on my channel. I'll definitely. I told Chonko, if you ever need anybody to come in a spot or whatever, I'll be there for you, man. So
yeah, the second guest ever so far on the show. So, but yeah, I think the way we've been starting or what we've been thinking about when we start with kind of just the talk or interview. How did you get into comics? What was your like origin story in comic books? How did you cut your teeth on comics originally?
All right. Well, so I think I should start that I collected toys for about 8 years. And
any specific ones or
like action figures, G.I. Joe, He-Man, mainly Transformers. I got about 700 to 800 Transformer toys.
Wow,
cool. Yeah, just whatever. It was mainly like Goodwill, like yard sales, anywhere I could find a cool bunch of toys. And I was into the Michael Bay Transformers movies pretty good. And there's a lot of YouTube channels that would do like toy reviews. So I'd buy the new toys too. I mainly got like deluxes and leaders and the bigger figures or whatever, and all the movie figures. So that was fun for a long time. Yeah. And my girlfriend would be like, I want to get in a hobby. And I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? You got to, I thought of knitting. I thought of cooking, I don't know. And she's reading online. She notices this Walking Dead stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay, you like Walking Dead? So she's like, yeah, next time you go to the comic shop, because I've been going to the comic shop forever. There's toys there too,
Right.
And she's like, grab me a Walking Dead book. And I'm like, okay. So I go and they have those thicker ones where it's like 4 or 5 issues in one little volume or whatever.
Right,
And
right. The trade paperback.
yeah, like a trade paperback.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, about 10 to 13, I did collect like the Valiant, the oh shit, I forget the name of it. Deathmate with the foils, you know, X-Men, this Death of Superman, The Return. I got into all that from like 12 to 14, something like that. And
Okay.
so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get a trade paperback. You're starting with floppies, right? I knew that enough. I knew enough about it that if you get a floppy, every now and then you might get a key, right?
That's right.
So I got her the Walking Dead Image First #1, and I got her whatever that current Walking Dead issue was. I think it was like 148 or something. And I got as many as I could before it, and we started pulling from there. And it was just her collection at first. You know, it was like I'd get her some comics, I'd buy myself some toys. I was like, oh, this is good. I'm not catching so much shit for getting toys. Because she has a hobby too. She's collecting comics. And I would see like True Believers for $1 and reprints, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat. I'll get some of those. And then it was back issues. I was like, oh, these back issues are cool. You know, there was a second comic shop that sprung up, which my shop never had. It was an all new comic shop, a lot better than the one we had now. And I was pulling from both places. If one place didn't have something that week, I was able to go to the other place. And I was trying to keep it secret. I was like telling my old LCS, I'm like, oh no, I don't even know nothing about it. Never even talked about them. Because I don't want them to know like I'm cheating on them, you know, or whatever. And so, yeah, I ended up buying a couple $10 back issues. I remember it was Hulk Annual 5, the second Groot, and Amazing Spider-Man Annual 7. And they were both like from the 60s. Right. And after that, I was hooked. I was like, okay, this is cool. I want cool books. I instantly wanted like a Cap 100. I wanted like, you know, Amazing Spider-Man Annual 1, just like old 60s books mainly at first, but I fell in love after that. And I went from watching transforming reviews or whatever to there was a lot of Walking Dead YouTube channels when I started.
Right. Well, what year was that?
I would guess around 2016.
Right. Yeah, that would have been like right the height of Walking Dead, right? That was
dude,
like biggest.
In my algorithm, it was like 90% Walking Dead channels.
Yeah.
You didn't see like these YouTube channels now. Whenever I was looking, and slowly but surely, I ran across like Trash It or Stash It, and I saw my guy Comic Head 84, and then I saw people doing back issue hauls, stuff like that, and I slowly but surely started meeting people. And one day I saw my buddy Comic Head 84. He was doing a live stream. Never seen anybody collecting comics do a live stream. Live was fairly new at the time. And I was like messaging in the chat. I was like, so you see what I'm saying right now? And he's like, yeah. And I said, is that Wolverine 1 behind you, like a real Wolverine 1? And he was like, yeah, man, it's real. And I was just like, wow, a real Wolverine 1, you know, like, and I ended up being friends. That was my main buddy for up until now, was Comic Head 84. And yeah, that's kind of how I got started, I think.
And when did you start with comic book YouTube? When did you actually start making content?
Well, I've been on YouTube since like 2007.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my channel says it started in 2009, but that's just because I had to restore it or something in 2009. But I have like comic content on my channel as far back as like 2012, I think.
Wow.
Like
that's really OG, like comic book people.
It's not like a bunch of it, but you know, I showed a comic. I talked about the comic I had. There was a couple videos like that, But whenever I was like really pulling stuff, it was around 2015, 2016, I guess.
Yeah, still, that predates the vast majority of well, certainly Rich and I, but that predates most of the people that any of us even know. I mean, I'm sure that you've probably seen a lot of people kind of come and go in that time, like channels where they start and they just fade away.
Yeah. It was a lot of Google Hangout, but before Google Hangout, it was just really guys showing their hauls. So there was a lot of pre-recorded stuff whenever I started learning about the community. And it wasn't a lot of like live hangouts, really. And then, like I said, I saw my buddy do it. And then slowly but surely, like even before live, honestly, like most channels did no face chats. It would be like the camera would be panned down and you would hear the person talking, but they would just be showing the book. They'd be like, this is the book. This is what I got. Here's another book. Here's another book. You really didn't see the personality or people too much, you know?
Yeah.
And then stuff started getting evolving and people would get on in front of the camera and work on their backgrounds and all that stuff. So
do you still have any friends, any like the homies from back then that are still making content like from about that same time? Or
yeah, D-Runk was there from the beginning.
Okay.
Yep. Me and Comic Head 84 are still in touch. He comes on, he pops up every now and then. I talked to 90. I was just talking to him earlier. He don't do content on YouTube, but I still see him. Tony Sanders, I'm about to be on his channel. He was around that time when I started doing more stuff on panels. So there's a few guys, like not a ton though. I think the most channels usually go about 3 or 4 years and they kind of just get disinterested or
we're
not into it that much. But
probably burnout too, just making a lot of stuff.
When did you like start switching over to doing mainly live streams? I've noticed that when I look at your channel that you've done some content here and there, but you mainly do live streams. I was just curious about that.
Well,
or what made you decide to just do live streams and
I like the live aspect because you can interact with people in the chat. It keeps it a little bit more busy. I don't know what year it was. I would guess probably about 2017, 18. I started being all lives. I did a few pre-records.
Okay.
But yeah,
the spontaneity of it and stuff.
Yeah, I enjoy the lives because you can invite people and stuff like that. And I don't really like the pre-records. It kind of feels not as colorful. I mean, you could be creative. Like when I do a pre-recorded video, the few I have are like I did rap videos. I done like 3 or 4 of those, and that's when I'm like working with other people and stuff like that. But I'm not really that great at editing either. Like the live just has a lot of advantages, I think. And yeah, man. I look for different ways to do lives. I like the competition. I really like talking about the personalities in the community. I'll do channel shout outs. It's kind of how I got to meet Chunko more. Hold on one second. I'm gonna try to get him to stop beating on that piece of metal.
This is the spontaneity we was talking about, everybody. Yeah, this is awesome. Love it. That's part of life, man.
Yeah.
So
stop beating on the radiator. Shut the door. Stop beating on the radiator.
Speaking of personalities, you have like one of the most unique online personalities out of anybody in comic book YouTube. Like it's like a professional wrestler, comic book fan and expert. So when did you come up with the Biggie Shaq persona?
Yeah, I felt like I've always been a big wrestling fan, and like I said, I was collecting toys before comics, and I was trying to interact my toys with the comic hobby. So I met a couple guys; they were into wrestling. I always, when I did it, I put the wrestling belt on my shoulder, and my very first like live stream, it was like all new to me. I was like, "Oh, this is neat." I showed my Star Wars figure. I showed my long box. I had like 10 of these belts. You know, I had some gold chains, and my buddy was like, "Oh man, I'd love to have one of them belts," you know, and I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool." And I was like, "All right, I'll send him a belt, and I'll send my other buddy a belt. I wanted both of them to have a belt at the same time."
Right.
And they both got them, and we were like, "All right, we're now the New World Order." But before they got it, like I decided I want to do Hulk Hogan promos because I was trying to do like somebody I could pull off, you know?
Right.
And I've always loved Hulk Hogan, and I wanted to be number one pretty much. I want to be the best. Like Hulk Hogan was the GOAT to me, so I want to be Hulk Hogan. And I thought I did okay, so I kept trying it. And my buddy wanted to be Jericho, and the other guy wanted to be Macho Man. So
good choices.
Yeah. And I just, the first time I did it, I was like, I'm going to do the whole stream straight wrestling promo. And I did it. I pulled it off, and I just liked it. So I kept doing it, you know?
Like, yeah, man.
The best cutscene in all of comic book YouTube is the leg drop. It's my favorite cutscene that anybody drops in their broadcast.
Thank you. I love your intro song too. Like I've been singing it for the last 3 days. So
it's catchy as hell, man. I tell you.
I think some people like it, and some people are bothered. Like Matt was telling me it's an earworm, and it like stays in his head. And I was at my parents' house today, and my dad started doing it. It's like, what's that song? The Chonko. He's doing this, and I'm like, I know. Everybody says the same thing, man.
Yeah, I don't know what you say after Chonko, comics and more. Bring it to you.
It's captioned. Like if you read it, it's like you can read along. It's Chonko, comics and nerd culture. We're all nerds, but what can you do? Chonko, comics and nerd culture. Here's the show. I made it for you. That's
okay. I'll remember that next time.
Or just watch the video where I make fun of him, and it's just like me going. You
ever see that one where he's pretending he's me when he's open?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It's wild. It's pretty funny. It's almost spot on. Yeah.
Nice.
But so Booksby, we could start. Oh, wait, maybe before we show, what are you into? Like, what are you collecting right now? And what do you enjoy? Which comic books you like?
I'm a big Jack Kirby fan, and
oh man, yeah,
I'm a pop culture guy. Superman's my favorite character, and for DC, but overall, he's still my favorite. And for Marvel, it's Captain America, and Deadpool is my favorite modern character.
Yeah.
I really just kind of have a respect for the Silver Age superhero stuff, mainly Jack Kirby, number ones, first appearances. I feel like I love the first appearance comics. I like to see what an artist can do and what it looks like on the first panel and how good they do and how much it sticks to the character it is now and stuff like that. I don't know where I got it from. I don't know why I am the way I am and want the stuff I want. But I see other guys collect, and I'm like, I'm envious of some of the stuff they have, and then I'm like, so you gotta think of it this way. Okay, so I didn't talk about the comic book battling. Okay, so with the wrestling, like we do it on Collector Club. Chonko was the first ever undervalued book champion, and so a lot of these books are like I want the book so no one could use it against me, you know? And I get tired of seeing somebody pull like a GSX out or a Hulk 181 or a New Mutants 90. It's like, I like that character. I'd like to have that. I'm not the biggest, like, I don't think it makes sense to buy a Hulk 181. I think it's a little silly, but
I'm guilty.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. Like, for the amount of money you spend on the book.
There was a reason though that I bought mine. Like it was really filling that hole.
Yeah, I had a reason too, you know, like I'm not making fun of anybody that does. I'm just saying, like, for the amount of money you pay on some of these books, you could get probably a better book, you know, but you just want the book. So you go get what you want. It's what you pay for, you know? So it was Kirby for a long time. Joe Kubert's my cheap itch. Yeah. Like, if I want to just get like a $2 to $5 book that's really good, I'll be like, oh, it just ends up being a Joe Kubert. It's like, oh, Joe Kubert does it for me. Right on. Neil Adams. My top 3 artists are Kirby, Ramita, and Adams. And Ramita and Adams could flip-flop through the week. Like, Ramita could be 2 or Adams could be 2. You know, it's like, I don't know which one I like most.
I love Neil Adams. I think most people love Neil Adams, all right? I mean, he's like so good.
Yeah, and I just got this like appreciation for the old timers, like especially that Silver Age, Carmine Infantino, LB Cole, Kurt Swan, you know, and I've kind of like I've experienced that. It's been about 8 years of serious collecting, really like 6, where I did more than just get new comic book day stuff. Like, I sold some books and flipped to get bigger stuff. But I'm just now like kind of learning gold. And my favorite Golden Age artist is probably, I don't have any. Like, I think Lou Fine is one of the best. But Jack Burnley's my guy, you know, especially for Superman.
Yep.
And yeah, stuff like that. So I got some books I could show, a couple books for a second. Let's see. So this book right here, this is the most money I've spent on any comic. And it's a easy with that squalling. Come on, Melody. You know, I kept him quiet 4 hours while she could take a nap so I could do this stream.
Yeah.
Whole hour of squilling and banging and shit. You just keep it quiet for 20 minutes for me. You know, no. It's got to cut. Yeah, Jack Kirby #1. I would love to eventually get like FF1, X-Men 1, Daredevil 1, all of them ones. You know, all the Journey 83.
Those are all big books.
Yeah, all that stuff. But, you know, this is my best one. I got
there's a banger. Right off the bat, a banger. Yeah, we got to make Biggie big. There we go. Banger.
Light on here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah. I would love to get a copy of that, actually.
Yeah.
It's so cool. With the old school Iron Man.
Yeah.
I still think this is a good buy. For the amount of money and for the importance. I know it's just a team. It's a lot of their 3rd or 4th appearances, you know. It's a cool story. And when you talk about the MCU, this is it.
That's
like
it.
The Avengers, there's no bigger.
Yep.
Yeah. There's no bigger than Avengers, dude.
Yeah.
So it's not, I mean, it's kind of down there with the Daredevil ones. It's cheaper than an X-Men one. I'd say, you know, it's one of the most affordable ones out of all of them. But so I got that one. It was $1,500. I would say it's worth about $2,500 now.
Yeah, it's a banger. It's always will be. As long as people collect comics, that's always going to be one of the big keys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a good story with this book. So this community is amazing. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, I'm sure you have. So a group of YouTubers just like you two, right? Mm-hmm. My buddy, Geek Aficionado, he's from Chicago, and my boy Comic Head 84, the first guy I seen on live stream. Mm-hmm. They got together, and I was getting my list of books. It was like 2020 or something. And I got all of my books. And at the time, you could get this book for around, there was a few on eBay around $700, $800. So I thought, maybe I'll get to it. Maybe I'll grab it. And I mean, I had a stellar year. Like, I got Golden Age Cap. I got a ton of great books, like New Mutants 98, First Juggernaut. I was just knocking them out left and right.
Nice.
And I don't know if I would have got this, but I'm sure I wouldn't have gotten this grade. And they asked the community if anybody wanted to chip in like $15 or $20, and they got like 30, 35 people, and they all chipped in. And they I didn't have to pay for this. I got it for free.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. For free.
Yeah. Hulk
That's
2.
awesome.
Yeah, that's sweet, man. Very
Yeah.
cool.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That is fantastic, man.
Yeah, man. So this was a great AOK from like, I mean, the story's crazy. 30, 35 people, you know.
Wow. Yeah, that is amazing to get it, and to not only have it, but to have, you know, people chip in to get it for you is amazing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very generous. I hope you tapped your mute or something, Biggie.
I did.
Okay.
So I got another AOK. This is just from one guy, and this book helped me. Like, it motivated me to get more books because I didn't really have that big of a collection. You could see through my channel like 6 years ago, I had like Lethal Protector 1 on my wall. Like, I didn't have much, dude. I had a long box, a hope, and a dream, dude. That's all I had. I'm not rich. I kind of like try to prove that, you know, you could be a modest, frugal collector. And hold on, I'm getting some.
You're still on mute, Biggie.
No, I know. She was dropping off some food.
Okay.
So I got this from one dude, and it was Man Caves. I'm trying to get Chonko to meet the guy. I told him about him. This is, well, actually, I won a giveaway, and it came with 2 slabs, and he added this book. So it's kind of a slash giveaway AOK. I wasn't expecting it. This is Superman 23 of 1943.
Whoa. That's a banger. Holy smokes.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, my favorite Superman book.
By the way, everyone in the chat, does everyone know that Biggie's the person that coined the term banger? Like, that's like copyright. Every time we use it,
Yeah.
Biggie gets like 5 cents every time someone says it.
He gets 2 cents every time.
A lot of these, it's kind of funny how like time goes by, Chonko, and if I told this story like 4 years ago, around the time people started talking about it, there'd be a lot more people who'd be like, yeah, Biggie, of course he did it. But now that there's all new YouTubers, it's all forgotten. Nobody remembers.
We're keeping it alive. I'm reminding people every time I say it.
Yeah, I used to say clanging and banging, and then I would say like banger and clangers, and we'd say cherry. My boy Great Legend would say big boy books, and I didn't expect any more people to keep saying banger, but like once Comic Tom was saying it, I was like, oh
wow.
Yeah, like
I heard you say it, man, and then Chaco says a lot. So it's got me saying it now every time I'm talking to somebody. That's a banger, man. Yeah.
I think I started saying it around 2015, 2016, something like that.
JX said there's a banger tariff.
Yeah, banger channel.
I heard that DJ Link's copyright sticking around. I'm like, how do you do that?
Sticking around. I don't know. What does that even?
I don't know.
I don't know that anyone uses that.
I'm not professional enough to even try to do that, but yeah, I'm glad people use it. I kind of stopped using it as much, but I'd like to. I don't know anybody that was doing it before me, and a lot of people kind of give me the credit. So, you know, like you could ask D. D was around back then; he would be able to tell you. But yeah.
I've heard multiple people say that you're the first person that was using it in comic YouTube. So
Yeah, like banger is a music term. I've heard that before too, but at the time I never heard anybody call a comic book a banger. So
Right.
that was kind of my thing. Like it don't even really seem like it would work because you wouldn't want your comic banged, first of all, you know. But, I don't know. Another AOK from my buddy Man Caves. He's the sweetest man. The guy is the greatest collector I know. He's New World Order through and through. World's Fire.
oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I've seen you show that one. That's another banger.
Yeah, it's a pretty big banger. Yeah. This is cool because it's like the third time that Robin, Batman, and Superman were even on a cover together, you know?
Yeah, it's cool.
I love how
Yeah,
Robin
that's a
looks
cool
like he's
cover.
5 years old there or something, man. The way he grew.
Yeah. And I got like four more I just brought. I got this one last year. Just a raw I got from my comic shop. I think I spent like $900 on it, and I think you could get them cheaper than this now, but it's still a pretty decent copy, you know.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Yes.
man. Yeah.
And in demand right now. Everybody's looking for this book.
I
That's
figured
what
it
I
would be worth more now, but it's kind of dipped since a couple years ago, you know.
See, I saw it again. Like I thought, just saw it show up on the top 10 again this week. So I think it's going to go up the closer we get to the Fantastic Four.
It's one of those things I wish I'd have bought last year.
Yeah.
I got mine like 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
I've had mine for many years, but I just got it slabbed last year, or not last year, this year. What am I talking about?
Like you said, the closer we get to that movie, man, that thing's going to explode.
Yeah, and I know they have whatever Shalabal, the female surfer, but I've been hearing that it's like this is just like some alternate universe, and they're going to come to the main universe. Fantastic Four is going to come, and they're going to have Nornrad. So let's hope they do that. I'm hoping that's what's accurate.
Yeah.
49 is harder to find now. Nah, bro. Nah, 48's always going to be the tough one, dog. But I mean, maybe for you, but 48's usually twice as much as 49, I think.
Yeah.
48 for me. I got 49 for $500, and
I got a low grade copy coming. I just found a really I don't know, it's like a 2 or something that it's supposed to be arriving.
48's a good one though, because like it says Galactus on the cover. It has Galactus in the book.
Yeah.
It's definitely first Silver Surfer, and I mean it's kind of the first Galactus too. Like, what is 49? It's the second of both of mine, but they call it first full Galactus. Well, it's whatever. It's a better cover. Some people. I'm a Kirby fan. I feel like 48's a little more artsy. It's a little more different, but most people are attracted to 49, so I get it. You know,
it's like 180 and 181. It's like 181 is the big one, even though 180 technically, there's the big page Wolverine in it.
Right.
I think this is a Morty. Yeah, that's right. When Morty Moore cover. This is Superman. Or no, shit. Action Comics 180. And it's a pretty cool looking copy, presentable.
Oh yeah, the Bullet Trick one. That's a cool cover.
Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah,
it's cool.
You showed that on the Superman challenge, right?
Yeah. Alan ends up getting books that I hope no one else gets, but you gotta be careful showing Alan books because he'll just go buy them. He didn't have that FF12 forever, and he just got that like a couple months ago, and you're better off a couple away from him.
I'm gonna get Zombie Tramp number 3, and I'm just gonna show it. I'm not gonna go through it.
Funny enough, I've never went after. There's like one book I thought about getting that he had. I think it was like First Sky Girl. It was a jumbo comic, but I was just like, I'll get something else.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. If I ever happened around across one, I'd probably get it for him because I know he's been chasing that for years.
Man, I got this for like $130, dude, and that's probably the best buy I've had in the last year because I think it's about a $400 or $500 book. Yeah, Superman 38, and our Jack Burnley.
I love that one too, man.
Also,
yes, the busted scissors. You see scissors breaking.
You see this cover with like chunks out of it for $300. Like, it's pretty good, man.
It's so cool.
All the broken scissors on the floor.
It's hilarious. It's a hilarious cover.
There's like 2 or 3 cool homages of this. They got the Jimmy Olsen and they got the Harley Quinn. I want to get those too now, you know.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's how I do for Crime Suspense 22. I always buy the any homage I see for CSS 22. I try to buy it. I think I've got like 5.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, like being here as long as I have. I've had to restructure my groups and people I stream with, and like it was completely different 5 years ago as it is now. But it's fun, man. It's a journey. It's like I've called my channel the network now, and it's working out good for me. So this book, man, I had a real struggle with it last year, and people are gonna think I'm crazy, but I bought it without a stamp. My Hulk 180 don't have a stamp. My Hulk 181 don't have a stamp. And the way I thought about it was like I'm about $1,000 invested into Hulk 181. I'm not $2,000 invested. You know, like
Right.
I saw a few that were around 1,500 for like a 1.8 and stuff. But even at $1,000 without a stamp, some of them without a stamp go for like 1,500 and 2K. So I feel like there's a good market for it. And I just felt like, you know, it was
Always going to be.
Yeah, I mean, if
Always
I found this in a loan box, I would be happy.
Anybody would. It's one of the. But I mean, it's probably.
That's a big
bronze. It's like, man. Is there a bigger bronze book?
No, I mean, well,
I don't think there is.
No, there. Well, that's what I thought too, Chonker. But apparently, Spotlight 5 and a 9/8's like a $300,000 book or something. I don't know. There's only like 8 of them. Right.
But for keys, man, and I'm a Ghost Rider guy. I just think that most people would say 181 is it. That's the big one.
At entry price level, this is the best. But at 9/8, the Spotlight is the king. So, a lot of people
there. Big sauce. Oh, that's a shout out to JX here. He was talking about calling them big sausages. So instead of bangers, he's gonna start calling comics big sausages.
Lyle says he's waiting until 181 gets he get a yard sale for $5.
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. Yeah, for me, it's like it was important enough to get, and maybe I can get a stamp later. And if I really want to, you know, I feel like it's a easy book to flip. And I'll show just one more. This was the most recent book slab I got, and this is kind of what stuff I'm picking up now. Like I got a first Sabretooth, I got a first Black Widow, but I'm really happy with this one because I've been kind of in the bronze picking up black superheroes. You know, I got what's his name with the Black Panther, his enemy. What's that guy? Killmonger.
Killmonger.
Yeah. I got a Killmonger. I want to get a Falcon, and I got this one. I've been wanting this one for a while. So.
Oh God, dude! Yes.
That the framed cover is so cool.
You got my vote last night when you showed that one.
Oh yeah, you did, dude. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I was like, when you showed that, I was like, oh, I love that book. I've been wanting that one for a long time.
I feel like for $200, this is a lot of bang for your buck, man. Like,
yeah,
solid book, you know.
That's a big sausage.
It's a big sausage. I might get over, dude. You never know.
He's probably one of my first heroes, other than like Conan, that I used to really like was Luke Cage. I loved his power set, you know, and it just appealed to me when I was a kid. I just loved it.
Yeah, I recently also got that Curiosity Lois Lane, where she turns black.
I love that one. I mean, it's so wild and weird, but like those are the only Lois Lanes I like, are where it's like a weird premise or a weird cover, or where Lois Lane gets fat. Like, you know, those are the ones I like.
Yeah, me too, man. So that's all I kind of brought today. You know, I think that's a good little representation of how I collect.
And absolutely, and everybody can see your wall too. You got tons of bangers back there, right?
Yeah,
back
my
huge Captain America, Hulk one,
Submariner,
yeah. The Hulk one's pretty, but you know,
yeah, those are all cool stuff.
Yeah,
man. Thanks for doing this. I mean, Rich, what do you think about? You want to open it up to bringing some of the buddies on board, or?
Yeah, we can see what here. I'll post a link in the chats. open to anybody else that wants to come join. It's that time of the night when we open it up and
Yeah.
over to a hangout show. If you guys want to interact with Biggie, ask him any questions, more than
I mean, yeah.
welcome.
Anybody has books to show? Anything
Yeah.
cool you got? It's open to
Anything, and,
whoever.
Yeah, I'd like
usually,
to kind of ask y'all how y'all been feeling about the YouTube stuff, man.
I'm myself. I really have a good time with it, and I've really liked how many people I've met, and I think there's another part to it that I really appreciate, like when people appreciate what I'm doing, like when somebody says, "Hey, I really like that video," or "I really like what you're doing," or something like that. I guess there's like a creative outlet that I didn't know that I needed, like a itch that I didn't know I needed to scratch. Something creative where I'm making something and people are watching it or something, they like it, or they like the song, or they think I'm funny or anything like that. I don't know. It was something I didn't know, like this kind of like creative part of myself that I didn't really know I kind of needed, but I found it to be like good in that way, in that I like, making something and having people like it. I guess that's for me, that's what I've found. And then I like talking to people about comics, like, because like in my day-to-day life, there isn't anybody. It's only YouTube people that want to talk about comics. So like those kind of things have been really rewarding for me personally.
Yeah, Big Nasty. I was kind of how long you been doing it, and how do you feel?
As far as YouTube itself, I've been been doing it for just a little over 3 months. But
Cool.
I've been a fan, in the comment section for probably the last year and a half. But I've been collecting off and on since I was a kid, and I really just got back into it a couple years ago. Pretty hot and heavy, type of thing. But and then I decided I'm going to start a channel, but it's been fun, man. It's been a blast. I'm really enjoying it. I love getting to talk to people like, Chanko says, doing this thing here. Me and him started talking about doing this, and it actually took probably about almost a month or so to really formulate how he's going to do this, show itself, and just both of us getting used to doing live stream. That's the big thing, learning the programs and how to do everything and all that stuff. And
real life got in the way, different
in real life got in the way. Yeah. And, but yeah, it's been a blast, man. I've said that some of you guys like you, Biggie, it's been doing it for forever, man. To have the longevity that you have and the drive and the passion, man. I hope that I'm that way. I hope I can stay in it. I hope I'm not one of those, flash in the pan kind of people, but I don't think I am. I'm hoping I'm here for the long haul. I'm here to keep doing it. Because like I said, it's great to get to meet new people. It's great to, doing like this now, doing interviews and stuff, getting to meet people that way too. And just like with Heroes Con coming up, I know there's a lot of other YouTubers that's going to be down there, man. That's going to just be to me, it's just going to be fun just to be able to meet people and hang out and, just have a good time. And, you know what I mean? So
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I think we're all like, when I say 3 or 4 years, it's not easy to be as fortunate as we are. Like, I'm so thankful that, like, I mean, it don't take much. Like, I talk about mental sickness and health, and I talk about like just having a solid foundation and stuff like that. And it don't take like it don't always just mean that people fell out of love with comics. It could be something like a relationship didn't work out, or you have to move.
Or life. Or just life.
Yeah, absolutely. It's usually stuff like that, man. And I'm just super thankful that I haven't had some tremendously bad happen to where I haven't been able to keep going, because that's the key to like doing all this. Like, every day goes by, you kind of just get a little closer to another goal you need,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And for men, this is something that's underrated. Like, mental health and men, that's something people don't talk about. And some of the things you really need is you need people to talk to. And as you get older, like, some of your friends just start to fall away, or pass away or whatever, and be able to, like, have a hangout where you're just hanging out and talking to people, blow off some steam. Even sometimes it's an important thing, and sometimes people they undervalue just hanging out and being able to talk to other people and laugh or whatever.
Yeah,
before I bring on some other people, I wanted to ask you real quick, Biggie. You don't have to pinpoint exactly where you live, but don't you live in Southern Ohio?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Where'd you say, Portsmouth or?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think we've talked about this before. You're a little more north of me. Yep.
Well, yeah, but my dad was born and raised in Lucasville.
Yeah, that's right. That dude, like, right down the street, bro.
Yeah, right there, close to the prison, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too far from there, And
do you remember the Lucasville riots?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, we was down there for that.
Yep. That was a heck of a time, bro.
Yeah, it was. But I spent over half my life down there, man. Because my grandmother, she lived to 103, and
wow,
that's amazing.
Yeah, and had her mind all the way up to the end. But
that is tremendous, dude.
Spent almost every summer from my birth till I went in the Navy. Every summer down there on my uncle's farm, which was right across the street from my grandma, and going to Scioto County Fair and all that stuff. So yeah, I know that area very well, man. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you kind of, if you were collecting back in those days, you kind of know what resources I have, and it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. You just kind of got to be lucky and persistent. So
yeah. But well, all right. If you guys are ready, I'm gonna bring on some guys here. Let's see. I can bring on 3. Let's see. Add to the stage. We got Mr. Johnny.
What's up, Johnny?
Hey, it's Johnny. Good to meet you, man.
Howdy.
And we got.
You hear me all right?
Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Matt, the man.
Never heard the guy. Kick him out.
Yep. And then we got the legend, Stevie D. Can you hear me, Stevie D?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh, good.
I won't be on long because hi JX. I won't be on long so you can have room for other people. I just wanted to pop on because you had Biggie and say Biggie is YouTube.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Dude, Matt has been I think you guys know how important Matt is. Like, Matt is he connects me to a bunch of you guys. Like, without Matt, I wouldn't know. And I was all on board since I met Matt. I was like, oh, you're boys with Alan, dude. Sign me up, bro. And Superman, right up my alley. So Matt's been a godsend, dude. I appreciate you very much, Matt.
But Biggie also forgot the biggest banger of all.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where is Kate Munin in here?
No, he's not.
Yeah, mine's up there.
I got one too. So I
got it.
I told you.
I got
I was
the die cut. I was
gonna submit it.
That's the better one, Nasty. That's the better one, dude.
I was going to submit mine at C2E2, but I was already submitting so much. It's like, it's not that funny. It's like, it's not $45 funny to have a graded one, but
we have to do it though, man.
There are 29 graded ferret of the one that's the shaped.
that's what I was going to do. Oh, so it's not that funny then. I thought it was going to be like the only one.
No.
Oh.
Ferret 8 would probably be the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, Johnny, if you don't care, do you have that fabled legendary X-Men one? I would love to fast my eyes on this collectible.
I know he just got it back.
Did he?
I will have it Monday. So that.
Oh, I thought you had it.
Oh, I sent you guys from CGC. I couldn't wait. I usually get stuff, but that one I was like, I can't wait.
Oh, so the picture you showed was the CGC image that? Yeah. He showed it to me.
Yeah, that's actually my next goal is X-Men 1. I mean, a lot of people have said that, but I'm pretty good at getting my goals, dude. Like, if I didn't
realize my X-Men one was legendary.
It's pretty legendary, dude. Yeah.
Are you kidding? People are talking about it, Johnny, especially since Jonko brought you up with it.
It's the word
everybody who knows who it's you.
I mean, technically, I paid $0 for it because I got it all with trade.
That's the legend right there.
Yes. Yeah, I told everybody that you were able to make the trade, after the big win, the Bry win. Yeah.
I gave up a lot though. I got to make up some ground. I gave up Werewolf by Night 2.
Oh wow.
How many people saw what Steven is giving up for this big trade on Monday?
Oh my God! Dude,
Oh
that's-
yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
I was trying to figure out how much it was worth, the value. Probably over $100,000.
Well over 100 grand.
I was saying between 100 and
Johnny had a
200.
good guess on it.
I think we're at about 200,000. That Hulk one is what?
Yeah, that
60
Hulk
by
one is
itself.
pretty sick.
Wasn't it
high.
like a 6.5 too or a 7? I mean, it was a solid grade too. I mean,
every
Hulk.
I haven't got to sit Steppo down yet. I can't wait to talk to him. But yeah,
I don't know. I want to see what the book is. I'm willing to bet that he made a good deal and that he traded. I'll bet you he's getting something that's higher in value even than all the books he traded. I keep saying, Matt has a really good idea. Detective One is a really good idea, and that might be it. But
Detective One. Now that I know that the books are worth more than I thought, Detective One is not the book.
I'm going with First Sandman, dude. I know he has the First Sandman, but the cover one, the big one.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I think Adventure Comics 40 is a real possibility now, knowing what he's trading for.
I think it's fair at number 2.
Of course, if it isn't like a because Detective 27 and Action 1, they're too high for what he's trading.
Here's the thing, guys, is it could be something weird like a Fantastic 3, Suspense 3. There's some big books that he's into.
It could potentially be a low grade Marvel Comics 1.
Yeah.
See,
Oh yeah, that would be an interesting book.
Could it be a Superman 1?
Yeah, that's at the same price point as a Batman 1, dude.
Yeah,
that's not enough money for where you're trading.
They're not the first appearances, so there is a chance it could be a Superman 1. But I don't think Superman is his highest priority. Yeah. I could see, and yes, I agree with JX. He said he was over trading, so that puts Detective 27 definitely out of the running.
What if it's an incomplete Tech 27 though,
or just the cover?
Knowing Steppo, he doesn't really like going for those low grade books.
A restored Tech 27.
Restored maybe,
or conserved.
Yeah, maybe. I think it's going to be. I'm still saying I think it's a Tech 27, even if it's restored or something like that. When he talks about like those like what he thinks are the Grail, and Superman 1 is one of the ones he mentions.
You don't. He's like 100% Superman 1. As far as I know, only
I don't think I could say 100%.
That's
JX's guess. We're holding to it. So.
I'm gonna say one thing. I got to get going, guys. I appreciate y'all guys very much, but I got prior commitments. I'll be on Tony Sanders' The Hunt tonight.
And my wife and I have a 9:00, shall we say, meeting to watch some shows together. We haven't had a chance all week, so
right on.
Yeah,
that's why I said I'm just popping on for a couple minutes. I want to say hi to
you guys.
Biggie.
Yeah,
thanks for doing this, Biggie.
Choco, I'll send you guys links maybe.
Yeah, I got a package. Both of you guys are getting packages from me.
Yeah, Sunday I'm gonna try to make a match show for Superman too. I'm gonna do my best. I just have one more thing to say. We all kind of trade and sometimes have to sell books to flip to get books. And, Steppo, he's done this before, and I would love to be in a position he is in. I've always took the smaller books in my collection and tried to keep the bigger ones. But when you're going after these monster books, my buddy, the guy I was talking about earlier, Man Caves, he got a Tech 27 doing the same stuff that he's doing now. So, I mean, I think that the guy's smart. Steppo is a great collector. He's a collector club OG, and good for him, man. But thank you guys. I appreciate y'all very much.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you, buddy.
Later, boys.
All right, see you.
Later, guys.
All right, Matt. Thank you for coming.
Bud. All right. Number 4. Well, we're still open to anybody else wants to come join us. So,
does anybody have any books they want to show? Anybody get anything?
Well, yeah, cool I've always got books, but
the greatest new book out.
What's that?
It's Jimmy Olsen's Super Cyclopedia.
I don't even know what that is.
Is that a new one?
It's a Superman Day book.
Oh,
It was free. Look at that, 2 of them.
nice. Were those free comic book day? I don't know those.
Superman Day. They had free comic books on Superman Day.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
say
know what day
next
Superman
Saturday.
Day is. I just know I got those. I placed an order at my comic shop, and it's like, pick some free Superman Day books. I said, I will do that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we next weekend, next Saturday is a free comic book day. So is anybody going out? I plan on going out. I got a couple different shops I'm gonna go hit and just mainly just shoot a little bit of video and hang out with the shop owners, type thing. So
I'll be at Nightmare Fest here in Chicago. I'll be I don't know if it's Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna try to meet Elvira and get her to sign some comics. And yeah, there's like some other creators there.
Have her sign your chest, and then you can have it tattooed across your chest.
Right across
Did she sign her actual name, or does she sign Elvira?
She signs Elvira, but she's appearing as Cassandra, whatever. Like she's not putting the outfit on anymore. Like
yeah, what is she's in her 60s, isn't she? Or
73. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, she's like for 73. She looks great. Yeah. I mean, at some point, time catches up to all of us, right? But yo, Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Here's my sweetheart.
Hey, how's it going, man? Oogie woogie snookums.
Yeah. But yeah, she does look great for her age. I mean, she's held up well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's always hard to tell, like maybe if you meet her in person, it could be just like all like, caked on makeup or so. I don't know, but no, I mean, it's for 73.
Who are you talking about?
Elvira.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah. She's going to be here at a local Nightmare convention, a horror convention here in Chicago. I got tickets. I'm going to have her sign some books, some Elvira comics. Yeah. Yeah. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But,
well, I'll show some books real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do have more too. I just wanted to show off my Superman Day books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
mine aren't nothing special. I mean, I got my daily or my weekly haul. Like I've said before, I can never get my Wednesday haul till Saturdays. Just how the week works out and stuff. I can never make it down there because the one LCS I have stuff that I get from all the time. They're 30 minutes away, so I always wait till Saturdays. It just makes it. I don't have to be in a hurry and all that kind of stuff. So.
Right on.
But I got this little Peacemaker. It's the second one. It's following like the TV show, the same character from the TV show.
Yeah, I like the cover. It's cool.
Usually good on the cover.
It's been fun so far. And then complete FOMO here. Dope's not in the chat, but Dope, you made me go buy it. I've been trying to find 1 and 2, but at least I got number 3.
I'm a Bug Wars guy. I know, and it's like I know it's divisive. Some people hate it, but I really like it. I think Dope and I might be the only 2 people who really like it.
I will check it out. I'll at least I normally don't like reading out of order like that, but I'm gonna read that book, and then if I feel like it's interesting enough, I'll pick up 1 and 2.
I picked up while I was flipping through issue number 3. There's a scene in there that's just like crazy.
I haven't seen 3 yet. I've read the first 2, but I don't think 3's landed for me yet. But
then I got Predator versus Spider-Man. So.
Did you see Dope did a review on this?
Yeah. To me, I don't know. I'm still.
It looks great. Yeah. Like it looks like shockingly great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. Yeah.
And then I got Batman, Hush is 159.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard me talking about what I'm reading, but that's my favorite new thing. Like that of the new comic. And I've watched people say it's okay, it's not bad. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's amazing. Like they killed who? They killed who?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, man. It's great.
But and then Wonder Woman, Absolute Wonder Woman. It's been continually being good. So I got that, and then this is probably the last issue I get of this one, Justice League Unlimited. I just I'm not, it's not hitting it for me. It's not tweaking me at all. It's making me kind of bored with it or whatever. But then finally got I can read the rest of these. It's Wonder Woman Dead Earth, the Darren Warren Johnson, man. I showed this, I think, last week where I picked up some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Finally got this is book 2. So now, I can finish the rest of it, just love that stuff. I read number 1. Usually I hold off, but I went ahead and read number 1. And I was like, God dang, I got to find number 2 now, because it just really intrigued. It was so good.
Yeah, I ordered those because of that last week. I went on and got them and ordered all 4 of them.
Did you?
They look cool.
I love Daniel Warren Johnson, man, and number 1, man, it really pulled me in. So I'm really excited to get to that and read to that. And then I got the Batman Damn.
That's a
series,
great cover.
This is the only one I've been missing for a while. Finally found it out in the wild. A lot of times, I can buy them off Comic Shop or offline off eBay or something. But I try to find them in the wild if I can.
Yeah,
I got so much other crap to read. I can kind of hold off for a while on some things. But
do you have the one with Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne,
that's what I call it. Would the Batawang? I think that was in the first issue. They showed before they on the first printing they showed Batman or Bruce Wayne's penis.
Oh, that's great.
Did they read?
Yeah,
I call it Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. I need to check my copy and see if it's the one I have or not, man. I'm not sure if that's the one I have.
I was like, Lil Wayne. I was like, he's in a comic book.
Is that a new Batmobile thing or something? I thought it was like the Batwing or something. Lil Wayne. I was like, what? Is that a boat?
Did that get recalled?
The hip hop superhero.
They did get recalled.
They blacked it out fully on the second printing.
I think I do remember
on a reprint.
Yeah, they corrected. They made the shadow more or something like that around.
Yeah.
I do remember.
But what was crazy was when that issue came out. I think Brian, is Brian Azzarello that's the writer?
Yeah.
He at cons he charges more to sign that issue.
Venus book.
Yeah, that has Lil Wayne in it because everybody wants that.
That's funny. Well, then I got some good old. I'm usually a big dollar bin diver, but I went to the one where it's he's got 50 cent bins. So I was just glancing through there, and I think everybody can use a little bit of white trash.
What the hell?
Oh, nice.
This is number 4, so I got to find the first 3.
That's my life story. Yeah,
I'm not sure if Eric's backstage. He said he's coming, so I don't know.
Yeah, he was. He
would like that one.
He texted me and said that he was filming a bit and he would be on. But he says I'm coming. He said I'm coming. There he is. But yeah, this one. This is number 4. I had to glance through a little bit. I was reading the intro to it. It's the writers and the artists of it is they actually went around how they grew up. They thought they had interesting stories, so they actually started kind of interviewing other people and found out that a lot of people had the same kind of white trash upbringing. So they it's a compilation of stories and stuff. So
that's really cool.
That's gonna be a fun read. And then I picked up this copy of Zen. I love that 90 goodness.
Yeah, the Intergalactic Ninja.
Yeah, but the reason I got it is because it's got a pull-out poster by Sam Keith, which I'm a big Sam Keith fan. So it's a little just a centerfold type thing, but it's his take on Zen, and it's pretty cool. So I thought 50 cents, hell yeah, it goes in the Sam Keith pile.
Oh yeah, I'd buy that for 50 cents.
Yeah, and then Teenagers from Mars. I love that thing.
That's a Misfits song, isn't it? Teenagers from Mars, we don't care.
It sounded familiar as hell to me, man. That's why I got it. I'm gonna read it and see you, but I love that Walmart on the cover. He works at Walmart, not Walmart, but Walmart. But
Yeah, I was listening on the car earlier. I'm sure that's a Misfits song.
Yeah, I'm a big Simon Bisley fan, so this is a complete cover by, but I'll still read it. Red Dragon.
That looks 90s.
Yeah, that's Simon Bisley cover there. I love that thing. It's just awesome. Love his style. And another one to go with White Trash. You can't you can't have White Trash without being Scorched Birth.
Oh my gosh!
Look at that guy's overbite. Oh my gosh!
What on earth?
That was great.
That is amazing.
You summoned Eric for that one.
You're here just in time, Eric.
It's just in time. Look at that little Uni guy there, man. That's pretty funny.
You're showing comics from my mail route, my trailer park that I delivered to, man. What's going on?
Yeah, this is.
I gotta get my bifocal.
Has anybody ever heard of Pig Run Press?
No.
That's what it was made by, man. Pig Run Press. It's like, what the hell? So pretty cool. And then this one is, the inks were done by Mayfood, which is the guy that did the Street Vigilante book that I showed.
Yeah.
This is called Rust. I was looking through it, and it's really cool. The art in it's really cool. You can tell he did the ink on it, man, because it's got Jim Mayfood's hand all over it, So that's going to be pretty neat read. And then last but not least, I think everybody's got to have a little bit of Oz Squad in their life.
What on earth is that?
The original Oz.
Oh my God! It's like Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the lion, you got Scarecrow, you got Dorothy there.
Weird.
And you find the most unique books in your dollar dives. I swear.
That is great.
Yeah.
I had an Oz Squad cop book that I sent to Brandon.
But this is awesome, man. Millennium. That's another group I really hadn't heard of. But,
no, I don't think I've heard that one either.
It says 94, so yep. And that does it for me for this week.
I got a couple of rounds I could do. I could split it like half and then do some other people do it, come back. But Brian McClay from Beyond Wednesdays, he does an eBay live sale. It's kind of like Whatnot, where he does auctions. But yeah, Brian's a buddy. Shout out to Beyond Wednesdays. If you want to learn about a lot of like industry stuff, you should be watching Beyond Wednesdays. Mark Spears is on there like every week. But he was showing some stuff, but like this is stuff like, I'm sorry. Oh, I thought you couldn't hear me. But some old Mirage stuff. Like I had this like when I was a kid, but this old like a Gizmo from Mirage. This is like, early Turtles days. This was
I remember that. I don't recognize the art, but I remember the book.
Yeah, and one of the other things they had was a Fugitoid, which is like another early, and this is a Gizmo meets Fugitoid, so they're both in the. Fugitoid was in the Fugitoid made an appearance in early Turtles actually, but it was a magazine size thing they did. I think it was around issue 2 or 3. They released this like right around the same time. That's kind of cool. I just had one of these slabbed, and this is what I won on Biggie's channel, the most undervalued current book. I bought one, slabbed it. It's up for sale on eBay now, and I just bought another copy of Noble Causes 3. This is the first cameo of Invincible, and I got it for what I think is a good deal. I'm going to press this, slab it again, and like the one that I put up on eBay right now is up for $450. So it's like if you can find this one out in the wild, which you probably can. Some people don't know what it is right now, but it's selling for about $400. I don't think I'm gonna get $450 for the one I slabbed, but that's what I'm hoping. I think I paid like $65 for that, and I'm gonna try to sell it for that anyway. Offshoot of the Crow Dead Time. This is like one of the series after this is like a kitchen sink series they released on the Crow, but it's still written by J.O. Barr, so kind of cool.
Cool.
And I got I got the photo cover. Steppo Steven has shown this before, but I got the Xena photo cover. They're taking the bath together. I was able to get it.
Oh man!
Like nobody bid on this, and I was like, nobody wants that. I'll put a couple bucks in to, as we've established, Chonko likes hot chicks. That's like the whole.
That's right.
The whole thing about that.
It's just because they're in the hot tub. They're hot chicks.
Right.
They're cooking.
They're literally
smoking.
Hot. They're boiling. It turns out.
Chonko likes boiling chicks.
And a Justice League 77. I don't remember bidding on it. I think Brian threw this in. He does that from time to time. He'll throw in like really cool stuff. Again, one of the homies. He's one of the guys who shouts me out all the time, and really good guy. But yeah, cool 15-cent Justice League. And then we're kind of like the main ones that I bid on. Were Mark Spears did some covers that I believe these are only released by the Beyond Wednesdays guys for G.I. Joe, and that's the trade dress version, and that is the foil virgin version of these Spears G.I. Joe, which
Zartan and the Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And as with everything Spears, he just crushes everything he does. And then the kind of the big one that I got on that I don't even remember what number this is, but it's the WonderCon exclusive Spawn, and it is signed by McFarlane.
Whoa, that's cool.
Wraparound cover. In the he put a clear backing board on this because Brian's the homie and he's a good dude. So yeah, it's gonna get displayed. Like
that's got the full signature too, man.
Yeah. So I've never had anything signed by McFarlane. It was cool, and I was like, I outbid somebody for it, and anyway, that was my whole first round. I have more I can show in the second round. If anybody wants to go, that I was just.
I can go.
Yeah, go Steve. Yeah.
Looks like we lost Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet he might have fallen off.
Who wants to go next?
Stevie said he could go.
Hello, everybody.
Get back to us, Johnny.
You know the Vision from the Avengers? This cover is 24.1. How's that for a numbering system? And but it's really beautiful because he's intangible through like a tomb wall.
That's cool. Yeah.
And then he's being examined inside the book. He's sitting on the examination table, and he's just chilling like a villain right there. If he was any more relaxed, he would just sink into the table. Now, do you find it interesting when a character is drawn by two different artists and how they have a different take on the character? Well, I got two Fable books. The first artist is Corinne Reed, and
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it has lots of faces in the perimeter.
Yeah. I really like that.
And she has predominant freckles. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, that's a really cool one.
Yeah. And then
Johnny's backstage again.
Yeah. And then here's the second book of the same character. I like this cover a little better. This is, pardon me for the pronunciation, Christina Paladin. And she has like a rosy cheeks in here. And I just like that hat on her in this one, you know.
So I like the Virgin. I always like Virgin covers, but it's cool. It's cool.
You like that one better?
Yeah, for me, I like
it has real tiny trade dressing.
Oh yeah, small.
Way down here.
The bottom.
So it's kind of like a semi-virgin cover.
Yeah.
Now, after the West Coast Avengers folded, after about 101 issues and the death of Mockingbird, they continued the characters in another short-lived series called Force Works. And in this is Force Works number 11. And isn't that a beautiful illustration?
That's cool.
That's nice.
And the moon, it's one of the most exceptional moons. Just little details can catch my eye. And I could just look at certain parts of a book over and over and over.
Yeah.
From one beautiful comic heroine, to another. I got this out of the dollar bin.
Yeah.
Elektra,
I remember that series.
number 1. And it's a pretty vivacious cover, I guess is the best way to say it. Keeping the audience PG-13, you know. Now, when I was a kid, Happy Days was a TV show, and they had to do a book report on Moby Dick. And one of the Ron Howard's friends said, "Oh, I got the Comics Illustrated version of it." Well, here's the Comics Illustrated that I just love this one. It's the Time Machine, H.G.
I love that
Wells,
movie. Yeah.
and it has all the phases of the moon.
That's cool.
Just, I look at this cover a lot, even though it's old and the color strike isn't crisp, but it's just a really cool sci-fi cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really sweet, man. I like that.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like to listen to podcasts about extraterrestrials and UFOs and stuff like that. Well, this is the comic book about the fantastic true tale of alien abduction, and it's Whitley Strieberg, and he's always on shows like Coast to Coast AM and Linda Moulton Howell's Earth Files, shows like that. And he's a writer, science fiction writer, and an abductee. Interesting
I think there's
story.
a couple movies based
When
on
it's kind of like the Babe Ruth story in comic books. You'll see it. Now, I just found out something about my non-book here. It reminds me of Rosanna Dana from Saturday Night Live, because Frank Castle has a little bitty bead of snot in the end of his nose. Look at that. It's awful. But there was 2 printings of this book. That's what I learned today. You're constantly learning about this stuff. You know, I'm retired. I don't have much else to do. You know, you guys all work and do this. I don't know how that works, you know. But Frank Castle, he's red. Before he's the Punisher, has to be, you know. But it says Punisher invades now. So he was in the service. I don't know the whole backstory. And I got 2 books for one of my niches in comic books. I like to collect comic books that have musical instruments on the cover. And this is Sergio Aragone's Gru the Wanderer. And it's the minstrel. And at the top of his pegboard up here, this always changes throughout the book.
Huh.
It'll be a different design, a different something, you know, related to the story, totally unrelated to the story. And that's pretty cool. And that about does it for my round, guys. Thank you.
Good book, Steve.
Nice.
I could go next to show some things, or I know Johnny, if you go, that's okay. I had something kind of tied in a little bit to what Steve just showed, but I did want to show like one of my everybody here knows like I'm a big Doctor Doom fan. So there's One World Under Doom came out, so I had to get like a bunch of covers for that. So that was the regular cover.
I was good this week. I only got one.
Yeah, I was thinking about you, Eric, because you're like, I'm a sucker for a Doom cover.
I know.
I was like, well, wait till you see me. Yeah, this is
It was hard.
cover.
That's a cool one.
Delato cover.
Oh yeah.
Delato's so good, man.
Yeah, really good. I got this one because I've been stupid and getting them all. But this is a Chris Giracello, so which is kind of wild.
The originals.
Yeah, it's all the originals, but yeah, he did Rapper Hell Connect, but they're putting them up in different Marvel books.
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
the likelihood of the exact
Okay.
same one?
That is cool.
So cool.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but now Eric and this is kind of crazy, but I remember going to a comic shop. I can't remember it in Chicago. It's kind of on the north side of Chicago, where they had a bunch, and I got some of his prints, like the artist's prints that were kind of like a connecting
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
print that was somewhere. It was a weird shop. I can't remember the name of it, but everybody was dressed up, like wearing ties and stuff, and wearing like all black and ties, and it had a lot of like red and black checkerboard kind of stuff. But
was it a mafia neighborhood?
it was too fancy, and then they had all the sign stuff and things. And then
I can't think of which one it is.
and then I got the 1 in 25.
Nice.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Yeah.
Does he have a mustache on his?
Yeah, he looks like he had a mustache on his mask.
Yeah.
It's a deep shadow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Milk or something, chocolate milk.
He wants to twirl it.
And then, at my comic shop, I do some pricing and stuff. And when I was there on Wednesday, he was like, "Hey, I got some things. I want you to take a look at this box." And he's like, I think I'm gonna just throw this whole box out because I just don't want it, right?"
Wow.
And so,
That never ends well.
it never ends well. But he was like, and I was flipping through, and I was like, well, I mean, their books are in pretty bad shape, and most of it is junk and not anything anybody would really want. But I was like, hey, I'll take a few. He's like, well, yeah, you take a few and then take the rest of the box and throw it in the dumpster. So I was like, okay. So what kind of related was there was a Classics Illustrated, but it was Frankenstein.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool.
What a cover.
Yeah, kind of interesting because it's, it doesn't say doesn't feel Frankenstein-y, on the cover, but really cool.
One Classics Illustrated, just so everyone knows, like if you're ever going through and you find some, Great Expectations, always watch out for it. That's a Sodi book. That's a Seduction of the Innocent book.
Oh, okay, good to know. And this one was, you got to like it because it's got the person's name up at the top,
Right.
Don Critchford.
Provenance.
And then I got this Harlem Globetrotters, but it just made me laugh because it was "Hold That Hillbilly,"
Nice.
which was a few kind of fun with the Globetrotters.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh wow. Derek just mentioned one there. The Lorna Doone is a Matt Baker cover, I guess. Huh.
Ooh,
Another one to watch out for.
Have to check that out.
Good information.
And I picked this one up, and I was like, Nate had said something about he was starting to get some Jerry Lewis books or something. So I was like, hey, do you have this? And he's like, man, I don't know if I want to go down that rabbit hole, but look at this totem pole.
Oh my god.
Frankenstein, Superman, Richard Nixon, Jerry Lewis. Like,
what a slice of time.
I remember that band.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
The totems
there, man.
Yeah, but I was like, that's just so weird. Probably the one here I was just excited about was A War is Hell.
Those are always cool.
Yeah.
War is Hell covers, man.
Yeah. And then there was this cover was pretty cool. It was Ghost Manor.
Oh, cool.
Charlton. You know, I don't know what's happened to him, but got to read that. This one was a really cool cover. I mean, this is like barely holding on, but the cover was just cool. Is Ghost Stories?
Yeah.
Those
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Yeah,
those are awesome.
really cool. Yeah.
Death
You
Aaron.
can barely see the skeleton face. That's really cool.
Yeah. It's like barely hinted there, but
I wonder who
reminds
did
me of
that.
that like Batman 227 and the you know
Yes, it does look like that.
there's just no girl running away down the aisle, but
Gary Neal Adamsy. Yeah.
very cool.
I wonder, and some of those are like so anonymous. It's like you'll never know who the artist was, but it's amazing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. And then the last one that I saved from the dumpster was a plop.
Plop.
Yeah.
Those are always wild.
Which I have a couple of these because Bernie Wrightson did a cartoon like in a couple of them, but I thought that was just weird.
Wow.
Are they kind of like Mad Magazine on the inside?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, a lot of this, this looks like Sergio Aragone's kind of stuff.
A lot of, as my mother would say, toilet humor.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff.
Yes. And then this one I got at the shop now. I don't know if any of you are Seinfeld fans, but there was the company that was Kruger Industrial or something. His motto was, we don't care and it shows.
Yeah.
And that's kind of I think what Diamond distributors are going for is like, we really don't care and it shows. But I had ordered this book I think it was 11 months ago, like put the order in and it finally came in. And, we had checked on it a few times and, no news, who knows what's coming in. But this is the Fantastic Four Full Circle Expanded Edition.
Oh, wow.
What on earth is that?
So I already had this is Alex Ross. There was another version that I already have the other version. And the owner of my comic shop got me a signed copy because he sent some to, we had a museum that did a show for Alex Ross and they send some stuff up there to him, the signed stuff for Alex Ross. But this one's really cool. I mean, it's probably, 2 or 3 times thicker than the original one and it's bigger. But it has he did this just Fantastic Four, just awesome graphic novel a couple of years ago. But inside, it's got a lot of background stuff to it. But the cool, like they also printed a whole, like all of his original photos in there. And it's got just a ton of, and then they reproduced the whole graphic novel, but it's all just black and white.
Wow.
And then
that's some big sausage there.
Yeah, I mean it's got the whole process. It's got like all the panels and everything in there. So
I see what you did there, Rich.
I guess. Yeah, but I mean it goes from just like really rough sketches and stuff like that.
So you got like his photo references in there too. I know.
There's some of that.
Yeah. Those are awesome when he has like people dressed up in the costumes.
Yeah.
There's like a couple of pictures. I think he used a lot of his models that he made, like that he had made.
Okay.
He used the models to pose for a lot of things.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, I just got this Wednesday, but yeah, I mean, he's got his thumbnails and everything. But
you can go ahead and put that in the trade pile, Adam. We can work out a deal on that one.
Yeah, I mean, if you like Alex Ross and you like that whole process of everything, this was really is a really good pickup.
Cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
But they may just be hitting shops now. I don't know, even though it like came out last year.
Yeah, and Ross is just always so good, man.
Yeah. That's it for me. Yeah.
All right. Johnny?
Hey. So I got to put the gloves on for this first book just because it is freshly cleaned and pressed and it's not my book. I wish it was my book. I would love to have this book. Yeah, you can see I got boxes everywhere because I'm constantly getting stuff in. And my wife's like, "What is it?" Like I traded for it. It's nothing. Everything was traded for. Even the CGC books that I have graded, I traded CGC to have those graded.
Yeah.
I normally wouldn't put gloves on, but like I said, I just cleaned this. This book actually belongs to Bry. So,
oh, really?
This is a great book. He asked me to press it for him.
Whoa!
What's nice on this book? You can't see it. It's got Stan Lee's
Oh,
autograph.
what a book!
Whoa, banger!
Wow.
What a book!
That is
So
definitely a big sausage.
I did just get that in. And I wish it was mine.
How did you feel about cleaning something with the autograph on it? Is that like, how does that work?
Well, I wouldn't use any hop on it for sure. Like normally if it had stains, I would hop it. But with this, I just cleaned around his signature just like it was artwork, I just was very careful and it's a great book.
I was going to ask you, Johnny, last week, and I didn't think about it. On a signature book like that, do you give any kind of moisture to it at all, or how do you do? Or do you just press it low heat?
I mean, if it was a metallic ink, I probably wouldn't steam it, but it's marker. It's like a Sharpie, so it's not coming off. I mean, you could probably run an eraser on it; it wouldn't come off. That Sharpie's like, I mean, it's the most permanent ink ever made.
I always wonder about that because I picked up a Lynn Wein Swamp Thing #1, and I was been wanting to press it, and it looks like it's written in Sharpie, so I'm like, I don't think it would hurt it to give it a little bit of steam and put it in there and stuff. But
as long as you're not like erasing over it or dry clean with like a cotton round over it, you should be fine.
Okay.
So I got like I said, that's not a me pickup, but it was a cool book. I don't know, with this signature, it's probably $1,800. It's probably a 6.5.
Man, it's
nice.
That was cool. First Stan Lee book I ever cleaned, so that had his signature on, so that was cool.
That one's a big one on the list, man. For sure.
That's a big sausage. That is a big sausage.
Sausage. It's the biggest sausage probably in this group. But so tomorrow I'm doing a live stream, bringing in some books, and I got a lot of books I'm gonna be working on. So this is the one first Hugh McGrath. This is probably 9.496 potential, but I really like this book.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah, Johnny, I liked your last live stream that you did where you're cleaning and stuff. I loved how you went through the process and talked it out and all that. That was great.
I love that, man. Love it.
Well, tomorrow I'll be doing it tomorrow. Pop in. I'm going to be cleaning this one. This book, you can't tell on the camera. This book looks like someone rubbed dirt all over it. I mean, it looks like you just put it in the bucket. So I'm hoping when I have it down on my table and the camera over, you'll be able to sell. But I always love this cover. It's just a great penguin cover, and the back is, like I said, I wish. I don't know. You could kind of see there how dirty it is. It's just, I mean, it's going to take probably 3 hours just to dry clean this book because it's so dirty.
I think that's one of the early Penguin Silver Age.
I think it's like second Silver Age Penguin.
Yeah, I love that.
When you have heavy dirt like that, do you ever use it? Is it the powder, the absorbing powder? Do you ever use that stuff? Or?
I've got that too, and I swear to me, I have better results.
Oh yeah.
Well, you got the putty. Is that
I got that too.
I tried that pad, but what I found when I do that, it always messes with the color.
Yes.
You try and do it, and then you rub it, and it just gets the color. It's like, no, I'm not going to do that.
I bought one of those too, and it felt like I was doing it on luckily a cheap book, and it just felt like it was too aggressive.
It's for like drafting,
Yeah.
I've seen lots of guys, even Captain Mike's like, oh yeah, buy this. Nope, don't buy that. Not my opinion. I am not a professional. I don't do this for a living. I do it for me, but I would.
I don't know. You're becoming a professional. I mean, if you're starting to clean books for Bry, you're getting there, man.
The putty.
It was just a putty works well. The putty's good on everything until you get into like early 60s and beyond, and then beyond it'll suck right into the paper, and then you have like a pink spot. And once it's in the paper, it's there. You cannot get it out. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, I'm glad you told
me.
Do
you
that.
ever use makeup pad removers to get just a general amount of dirt off?
Cotton pads.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got my box of cleaning stuff right next to me, so that's why I don't normally have them right there. So then, first Franklin Richards, I picked that up. I think this is probably an 8.5, maybe even a 9. So
that's what I have. I have an 8.5. Also, first Annihilus, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a 9 then, just so I can beat you.
It's always a pissing contest, no matter where you are.
I have every issue of Plop, by the way, but they all are super water damaged and they're all like 1.5s. But I have every issue.
Still there.
So this next book, I bought this as a 2.0 from my comic shop.
Ooh.
Oh, I have that. Yeah,
But
it's
it
a
is
cool
not
cover.
2.0. It's just, again, super dirty. I mean, that's a clean looking copy when you look at just the book and not the dirt. So I'm thinking it's going to clean up probably to a 5.0.
Wow,
But it's a great book to have, you know.
Yeah.
all the cool Lois Lanes are like they're kind of the ones where she's like crying because Superman won't take her on a date, and I don't care about those. But like all of the cool covers,
Which is the majority of them, really.
unfortunately.
You know, the best ones to read with like the girl is always, it's not, to me, it's not Lois Lane, it's the early Avengers, because they just absolutely like shit on the Wasp all the time. Like, oh, you're just after him because he's so hunky. You know? They're so good. And then the last ones, I picked these up. I'm doing a video on these. I love these. I think these are all Jack Cole. I think he did mostly everything. So like, you know, books now, it's got, you know, someone does the pencils, someone else does the inks, someone else does the colors, a different person writes it. This is Jack Cole, inks, pencils, colors, and story. But it's Smash Comics. I got a nice run of it. So 76, 72. They're pretty good. You know, they're good looking copies.
They look great.
And it goes all the way down.
Have you done anything with these yet, or these are just how you got them?
I haven't touched these. They just,
wow, they look good.
Then you get down into some early 40s, like 43. This is number 36. I think it's
the hat makes that character.
Yeah.
Wow.
Midnight. And then I always love these books where it's got like there's a lot of them in the 40s that got the panel. These are all the people you're going to see if you buy this book, you know, and it's
Right.
got 4 or 5 people. You know, they did it on everything. The horror books had it. The superhero books had it. It's always loved these, but even the page, I mean, the pages are good. This one's got a little tear through the top of it, but good page quality. Probably off-white. You know, a lot of these get that cream to off-white or brittle.
Did you get this in a collection or a shop?
I can't give out all my sources, man. You guys will start.
Okay.
No, that's a
The
Heritage
secret
buy.
comic honey hole.
Yeah, that's a Heritage buy. They actually on Heritage this week on their Sunday, Monday, Tuesday auction. They actually have like issue 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 of Smash, but that's way out of my price range. That'll probably go for 12 or 15.
The dude in the alley with a trench coat. He's like, "Hey, you want some Golden Age comics? I got these."
Yeah, I did actually at Chonko's advice because I'm like so mainstream. It's sad. I heritage my comic shop and that's about it. That's about the only place that I buy. But I don't like to buy one book. I like to buy a lot of 30, a lot of 50. Like I just bought a lot of 88 X-Men books from like it was the entire run from like I want to say like 280 to 370. And it's just trying to upgrade what I got. But I got that whole run for, I think I paid like $70 for it, $80.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if I went to buy each one of those books individually, they're $3 or $4 a piece.
Yeah.
And then I got to look because I want 9/8 on everything like 260 and above.
Yeah.
Then you got to, you know, I don't want to go in the store and be like, can you open up this copy of 368? Let me see the back of it. You know, you just feel like an asshole when you do that. But when I buy a lot, I can filter it out and kind of go through. So that's my
I'm an asshole. I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't have that kind of time. It's and you know, I think over where you're at, Chonko, there's a little bit better selection of shops.
No, mine are terrible, man. Like I always bitch about. I mean, I could go a little bit further out. I could go like 20 miles away or 25 miles away, but it's like I don't know. It's no my 2 local ones. One is like almost all games. And then they have like a small comic section, and the other is like a secondary shop that somebody owns from like downstate, and they just use this as like their overflow, and it's all garbage.
Yeah, we gotta go up to where Eric's at. He's got more.
Eric's
Right.
Very good.
You're thinking
Johnny
about my area,
and I
you
are
know?
coming. We're coming on a field trip, man.
Tell me when. I mean, I work right on the south side of Chicago. I could probably be there in like 30 minutes after work one day. We go hit them up.
Man, I want to partake in that.
Yeah, the one place I'd love to take you guys to, Comic Buying Center. Right now it's the end of the month, so the last 5 days, all their $2 books are $1. And they're not dollar books. They're like basically run fillers, really, is what they are. But man, some of them, it's like, this is $1. This is like a $10 book. They don't care. They have so much that they have to flip it,
You don't have to get a hotel and stay the night, it sounds like, and just hit it 2 days in a row.
I've spent a whole day there from open to close before.
Yeah, around here for like graham crackers is kind of like everywhere in Chicagoland, and they aren't good for back issues for and especially, and their prices are just they're still on COVID prices, it seems like. But outside of that, you got to drive 40 minutes or 50 minutes, so it is hard. You think Chicago, you'd have all kinds of options.
Yeah.
And you do, but I think people don't realize for me to get to the north side of Chicago, that's like an hour and 30 minutes. It's a long drive. And northeast Indiana is an hour, or northwest Indiana. So there's a few good ones over there too, or towards that way between here and there. Like Three Keys, you ever been there, Chonko? They're not bad.
No, I mean, like there's like Amazing Fantasy, which has been around forever. It's moving.
Here comes Eric.
I like Amazing Fantasy.
Yeah. I just feel so blessed where I'm at, man. I try to hit
City.
I wanted to show this off first and thank Johnny for this. I have not opened it yet.
I bet I know what it is.
Yep. So that's
I should have just named a book that I really wanted and see if Johnny would have sent it to me.
Yeah, he's got some.
My cousin Johnny, he has told me many times over the last week that
since I put this shirt on, I'll show. Thankful. I mean, I did do a quick short yesterday on this. I found a big.
You guys hear me?
Yeah,
a little bit. Your mic's a little low.
Yep. You hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. But I did do a short of this, so I'm not going to show too many of it, but I'll just show the top one, which is one of my favorite covers from this series. I found these all in dollar bins. It's from the first volume.
You're going to make Matt jealous.
Yeah,
I know. I keep waiting for Matt to hear from him. And I did just get a 1 in 25 Jenny Friesen cover from Buffy, one of the newer series. So that may be taking a road trip with me later. But I'll just start with some of my digging. I was doing some digging, trying to do some pull some books for Heroes Con, and I just came across some books that I forgot I had, like this one. DC Comics presents Superman and Airwave. You don't see Airwave too much anymore. He is in the newer series, but yeah, it's them fighting Parasite. So kind of a cool older book. Yeah. It was $1 buy when I found it. And then I got to show these two again because these are just phenomenal new books from the summer special.
Crypto is fantastic.
Yeah, I love this.
I have the dog.
And the dog is a Zirdi, which is amazing. It's like, have you ever seen Zirdi do a dog? That's great.
And this one's for Nate. One of my first reads after Wednesday. I didn't get all my pulls Wednesday, but I did get most of the Marvel ones. So that's
Campbell?
Yeah, that's Campbell. He's been doing all the covers. It's kind of a neat one showing her different personalities and stuff. I'm kind of liking this. I'm liking her a solo series for her, outside of a team book for her.
Yep.
Did not know I had this until I found it. RoboCop 3.
What on earth?
Kind of a neat throwback to the early days of Dark Horse Comics when they were getting all those licensing and pumping out those books. And
back when
I read through it and I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting. I mean, he looked kind of cheesy in comics, but then again, it kind of was a cheesy movie to begin with. I always love these ones. Jimmy Olsen. Now this is a little more modern. Just a one shot, but kind of the same hijinks as the old books. He's always getting into something and usually has to get bailed out by Superman. But I digging in the box. I was like, oh man, I got to look through this again. I forgot I had some of this stuff. But some of the stuff I did find for John Romita, I wasn't sure if I had this, and I did. I have a couple from the first 2 volumes of it, but I was happy to find number 1. So it's the first appearance of Kick-Ass in comics.
Oh, wow.
You guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Real good. My dumb ass, I didn't have my mic plugged in this whole time.
I've been going off the computer, off the laptop mic, I guess. That's why I was like, didn't realize it. I was sitting there looking, I'm like, this thing ain't even on.
Found this one, number 600. Forgot which volume this is, but at the debate, I have a list for John Romita, that junior that I'm bringing. This is on that list. I got to decide what all I'm getting signed. I actually did just pick up from last night. I got from I'm blanking. Anyway, an old.
Maybe you can help me, man. I'm still. I keep trying to make a list up for Heroes Con, and I can't even know. I don't even know where to start.
I know. I you know what I'm doing, Rich, is I'm limiting myself to at least max 2 people a day, no more than that, because I may change when I get there depending on lines. If one's line's too long, I'll be like, screw it and skip it.
I know Adam said that like Danny Warren Johnson's line was real long last year, man. Me and him was chatting, and I'm like, that's one guy I definitely want to hit up. That's
I think I'm going to do a video just to like prep people for Heroes.
That's a good idea.
Being there for a few years,
good idea, yeah.
Knowing like, hey, here's who's going to have long lines. Here's ones that you're going to be fine with, and
then because Dope got me hooked on this, I raided the back issue bins at my store. I got everything they had there. So I got this one's a B cover, number 8. I really want the A cover for this one because it's pretty grotesque. But there's number 8 silver coin.
Yeah, he was talking about that.
Here's this one. You'll like this one, Chanko. Number 14.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
oh, yikes! That's cool.
I mean, when did those come out, Eric? When did
just a couple years ago. Let's see, 30 years, so 22.
Okay,
that's amazing.
And it was only like a 15 issue run, but it was cool. Every story was a different writer. This one's kind of cool because number 15, this firefighter is at the very end of number 1. So it's kind of like a full circle, which is kind of interesting.
Okay,
that they did that. And I love the concept of the cursed coin,
Cursed coin, yeah, like the monkey's paw.
Yeah, it finds its way into somebody's hand and, messes up their life.
I just ordered that one because of your suggestion, and you can pick them up pretty cheap. They're not like expensive books.
I think those were all $2, I think, from my store.
Those are going on the list.
Wow. And then you guys know me, I'm a huge fan of Hanna-Barbera. Space Ghost is my guy. I just posted this earlier. This set, it's Future Quest Presents, which is they did like 4-issue story arcs with different characters, and they started with Space Ghost. So this was a variant cover. But then I found the full arc for Space Ghost.
Cool.
I think the next arc was Birdman, and then I think they did Herculoids, and then I think it was Frankenstein Jr. is what they ended with.
That was like one of my favorite cartoons as a kid, the Herculoids.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Hercules.
Yeah.
So that was cool to find. And then I am not a Batman guy, but I like alternative Batman stories. Found this one. What did I pay? $5 for this. See if I can show it. It's the shiny, but it's part of the Dark Knights, and this is the first appearance of this Batman, Aquaman, another dimension character.
Wow.
So I've read brief snippets of this character, so I was excited to find like her first appearance and read all about it. Very kind of steampunky looking too, which is
I love that, man. That's awesome.
And shiny.
Yeah,
shiny,
I love shiny.
And hands are really hard to draw. And look how many's on the cover.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like zombie merman or something. I don't know. I said yes, please. And then this one, I couldn't resist this one. You got your pen ready, Big Nasty?
Okay.
You're probably going to want this one.
All right.
It's like a 6-issue series of Wonder Woman and Conan.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
On Earth.
Yep.
I saw this and I'm like, what is this? I need this. I said, was this just a series where the two of them are arguing the whole time? But yeah, I had to get it and check it out. It's a cool mashup, DC Dark Horse. So this is when Dark Horse was doing their Conan run. It was like a 50-issue run, and they had some side series for Conan. I've been kind of getting them. I'm still working on the Marvel run though. So Figure
Yeah,
one run at a time, right?
That one's been on my list.
Yeah, I figured you would like this one. I was like, holy cow, look at that. So that's all I got for, I guess, now.
Good round.
Good round. Good
I can
round.
do my second round if you want.
Okay, before you do that, I'm gonna propose something.
Sure.
I've got my.
I'm already married, Rich. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know, man. My heart is broken. I get my comics cleaned every day.
Yeah.
But I've got this, my 6.5.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my
Make
wall
me
books.
drool.
I actually took it off the wall because I'm like, I start thinking about it, like, I don't get a lot of sun in this room. I got one window, but it still scares me to death of bleaching. And I know they're supposed to be UV protected in these cases, but my question is,
No. The case does not protect against UV.
no, I mean, well, direct sunlight, it won't, but
It doesn't. There's no protection in the case.
Yeah, they state they have no UV protection in their
oh,
case.
really? Okay. Well, I'm glad I took it down then. But my question is that Roy Thomas is going to be at Heroes Con, and I'm seriously thinking about cracking this thing open to get him to sign it.
Ooh.
I'll press
would
it
you
for you
guys do?
afterwards if you want.
Do what?
I said I can press it for you afterwards if you want.
Well,
There
Johnny,
you
you
go.
was reading my mind, buddy, because that's exactly what I was thinking.
There's your
about.
answer
If I
right there.
crack it open, I can
I
send
think-
it back to Johnny, let him do his magic, and then I can you can send it off and get it regraded and see what happens.
I mean, that's a book you want from him, for your collection.
That's
Yeah.
right.
To me, and that would just personalize it even more for me.
Yeah.
'Cause I pick
And
up signature books here and there, and sometimes they're a signature, but they don't have any real tie to me because I wasn't there getting the signature, but I still like the signature. But if I get him to sign this, I know this line's going to be like 2 days long.
Yeah, me and Dope are probably going to be sitting in that damn line. I think that might be my one long one.
One long one. And
Here's
he's
the
only
other
going to be
thing.
there Saturday too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I can tell you what happened last year with Roy Thomas. So he had his line. He got there a little bit late for the Saturday, and then they said, well, he's got to do some other stuff. So you guys can wait here, but it's going to be like a few more hours before he gets to the table. So
Wow.
on the first
Wow.
week, so I had a friend of mine, he was like second or third in line, and he had to wait almost like 3 hours before he actually
I don't know. I might pass.
See, that's
He's
my
not going to be
follow-up
around a
question.
lot longer, though. He's getting up there. in
No,
years.
I mean,
Yeah, I know.
that could have been a fluke. That could have been a fluke.
Yeah,
and
that's the hard decision. He's getting.
And
I would still do it.
younger.
To my
I would still do it if it were me. I would still do it because that's like your Grail book.
yeah,
And like I would make, and the other part to that is I'm sure Johnny does as well, but I'm the highest level membership at CGC, and I submit some stuff like a couple times a month. So like if you wanted to resubmit it, you put it in with my books. You don't have to pay any of the shipping. You get my rate, which is like the lowest possible rate, so that like you could save some money, when you resubmit it if you wanted to.
And that's my follow-up question about, I'm going to wait and crack it open to make sure he's still going to go there and stuff. But it's just because I don't want to crack it open and then something like that happens and then I
Crack
can't
it
get
there.
time.
There'll be another
just
people
crack
that
it
know.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just crack
Yeah,
it there. Yeah.
PGC will crack it for you.
That's right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're there.
I saw a couple of good videos. One was Lunch Money Comics, and Jeff at the Comic Spa
Yeah.
was cracking a book for Brandon. Actually, I have the book now because I won it in his giveaway, the first appearance of the Mandarin. And Jeff showed how to crack a book, and then a couple months later, Brandon cracked one on his show. So
I can crack. I've cracked them open before.
What's the cert number on it, Rich? Because those newer ones are like, you need a damn chainsaw to get into them.
What number do you need, Johnny?
Just a cert number. What's the first two? Is it like 4.2 or is it like 3s?
4.4.
Oh yeah, it's going to be hammer and
Oh, really?
vice grips and letting them
Yeah,
crack. Yeah,
I
those
can
are a
definitely
nightmare
tell
to crack.
It's way nicer than the other ones that I've cracked before.
tree splitter.
Yeah, I mean, I have a hammer and a flathead screwdriver here for those. And you just, man, old ones you can just almost get your fingers in and pop them apart. Whenever they had that issue where people were swapping books, man, I don't know what they did, but it's like they melt the thing together now. It's
I had a
completely destroying it.
I had a Detective Batman, and it was a newer one, and when it got mailed to me or whatever, the bottom of the case was cracked, so I just was like, I'm just going to crack it open and just, hell with it. I got a good price on it anyhow, so it wasn't no big deal. And it cracked right open. But you say that now. Well, I mean, if CGC is going to be there, then I'll wait.
I would
and make sure everything's good with
Roy
Thomas.
JSS said he looked it up, and it looks like they're going to be there.
Yeah, CGC is going to be at Heroes. Are you doing the VIP pass?
Yes.
Okay, well then you'll be in a lot better shape than some people will be.
Go there first thing.
You don't have to do any of this, Rich.
Get on my way. Yeah, and I got my seat cane, buddy, so I'll be ready. I'll be ready for the long haul. My little seat cane. So. All right, Chaco, you said you got some more, buddy?
Yeah, I got a second round to do here. A new horror series that just dropped this West. Yes, they're and very expensive. The horror series West of Sundown. This just dropped. I got like 3 of the variants. This and this Virgin variant. That's kind of cool.
What's that first one again, man? I've never seen that before.
It just dropped. This just dropped. West of Sundown. And it's this and this cover, but the third cover is the one that I was really excited about. And another one from my girl Suspiria. Who, I think if you guys have been following, I'm really into this artist. She's from Spain, lives in Canada, former tattoo artist, but she does all painted covers. And this is like an old school like horror movie poster.
Yeah, so movie one sheet or something.
Yeah, she's awesome. Everything she does is awesome. I was going to try to convince her to come on the show, but then I was like, hey, I just reviewed some of your art on mine. She said, oh, really? I'll check out the video, and heard nothing. And it was the one where I'm like, I'm wearing like the free beard rides hat. So I'm thinking like, she's creeped out maybe. And she's not going to want anything to do with coming on Big Nasty. I like after the beard, right? That's not going to happen.
It's a setup. It's a trap. Like how to catfish people. Check out this cover. They did an alternate cover for one. That's like the House of Secrets.
Oh wow, House of Secrets cover. That's cool.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, this was a retailer variant that I got. It was a thank you one per store.
Wow. Yeah, yours are more rare than mine. These are all number 1, but I got 3 of the variants. I didn't get that one. That's really cool.
It was a 10-issue series, it's a pretty good series though. Yeah,
cool. This ASM cover, this John Boy Myers homage to this First Gwen Stacy, isn't that right? The one that this. Yeah, one of 2,500. But John Boy Myers is great. Everything he does is cool. And this awesome Lozano Black Cat.
Nice.
Yeah. Is that Lozano or Villalobos?
I thought this was Lozano. I maybe it is Villalobos. I might have that wrong.
I picked it up too, not the Virgin. Let me check. See.
I could have that wrong. Maybe I do. I might be. Yeah, I'm confusing this and the Supergirl. Is the Lozano.
Pablo Villalobos. Yeah.
And I got the Batman Hush. The blah 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 Ashcan. And actually, I was able to get a few of these, and a couple lucky people are going to get these in their package coming from me. So. And the Hush to the foil, the number 2 foil, version foil. And then, as you guys all probably know by now, I'm collecting the Witch's Tales run, the original, the Golden Age Witch's Tales run. I was able to get a few. One of these like these are in terrible condition, by the way. I'm just trying to fill the run, and one of these is so comically trimmed that it's like what are you doing? Why? Like, how could you trim it that much? Like this?
Oh yeah,
cut the letter off.
It's
at least it didn't say itches tails.
Yes, right. It's so this is bad. This is not. I didn't think it was quite this bad, but it is bad. But this is one of the harder covers to get.
That's they had some amazing covers on that series. Oh, that's cool.
That is so sweet.
I have some of the really cooler ones, but yeah, just trying to fill the run with those are obviously lower grade copies.
Red Dress.
This week I got a couple LB Cole covers. One that I bought from Bryce, and it's this all famous police cases number 16. And I just kind of pulled it up. This is there are not many of these on Census. This one there are total of 14 blue labels and 3 higher grade than this one. So all famous police cases, LB Cole cover, and this is from 1954. Yeah, and one of the great things about LB Cole, I'll always do like a narrative. Here it's like a whole wall of text that you can read. Yeah, criminals who seek to escape
thing, or
what's that?
Like an intro type thing or something?
Oh no, he just like he's known for like writing a whole thing on the cover, like a. Criminals who seek to escape punishment find there's no way out. The law extracts just retribution for all crimes committed, and no matter how, no matter what, no matter when, no matter where, proving another lesson of the law on the bottom. And then I don't know if you saw on my channel, but Dope Comics sent me an AOK that was.
He's the most generous person.
Unbelievable, like insane. I'm putting something together for him too.
Thanks,
but again, just like I was stunned when I opened this, and he just sent me this LB Cole, this White Rider and Super Horse. Again, this is a really rare book. There's only like 20 something blue labels of this, and this is 1951 LB Cole Western. Like, he just sent this to me, and
very generous,
like, unbelievable. And I'm putting together a box to send to Dope. It's gonna. I have to put some bangers together. I know one Golden Age title he's working on, and I'm sending at least one of those and some other cool stuff. But
cool.
Then, kind of the big thing that I got this week. I got the Big T's, Bruce Timm.
Yeah, Bruce Timm.
This is all like naughty Bruce Timm artwork stuff, and naughty but nice. All of his. This is like a collection of good girl stuff. All Bruce Timm, all amazing good girl kind of stuff.
Are those hardback books?
These are both hardback. Yeah, hardback.
Those are nice
hardback books, and both very difficult to find. Bruce Timm. What's that?
I was just telling JSS thanks. I think he's taking off. So.
All right, see you, JSS. Thanks for coming. But yeah, man. These are kind of hard to find Bruce Timm kind of things. I haven't even opened them yet, but I was really stoked to be able to get these. So as you know, everyone knows I'm a Bruce Timm collector. So
yeah,
that's all I had.
Do you have this? Because this is very Bruce Timm-esque. I just picked that up.
Oh no, I don't have that.
I've been hunting for that one.
Is that the
Marlin?
They made 2 different versions of that, I think, with different colored.
I think there's a light gray one, and then there's that dark one.
Yeah, which one is more rare? I can't remember. Might be the purple one.
I think it's that one, actually.
Yeah.
I got the rare one. Woohoo!
Score!
I don't think any of you have this, but I also picked this up too. This is.
I saw this. I saw that. I saw this on a stream. Who was looking at this? This was
You can only get this from Alex Ross's The Collectors Club. Is the only place you can get it. And I subscribe, so I get that $200 box every month, and I'm usually disappointed. But like Slab, if it's a 9.8, this will go for 150, 180 bucks.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. But it's a great cover. The Scar.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
I got some more, Rich, if you want to see some more.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Johnny, was you done or?
Yeah, I just because he was talking about Bruce Timm, I just had both those sitting here. I thought, I'll pop those up real quick.
Well, I'll show you the ones that I'm thinking about for Roy Thomas, Rich. I don't have a number one, so I'm drooling over yours. It's on my list.
Yeah,
I may be looking for that that weekend, but I'm thinking about. So I got either this one, which is
right.
first appearance of the the chainmail bikini.
Yeah, that one's nice. I like that one.
Or
I like it a lot.
If I do make it through that line, it's probably going to be this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big book.
Man thing.
Yeah. I went out and found this at just a little small local show. The guy had it, and it was only a couple $100, and I talked them down even a little bit more. And
that's definitely a big sausage. I like
that's
that.
the one. That's the big sausage to have side.
That's a big sausage.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how long that line is and how much patience I have. So, which may not be a lot after a 13-hour drive there. So, some fun ones. Awesome series from my childhood.
I love
yeah, Invaders.
That TV show,
the mini series, and the TV show with what was it, Mark, the Beastmaster guy, was in it, and I loved it. And actually, Robert Englund. This is where he started.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
That's where I first saw Robert Englund.
He played the little mousy Willie.
he played the friendly alien.
Yeah, the friendly alien. So I love that series. I'm still trying to put the comic series together. It didn't go very long, but they're hard to find,
Did you see the remake of the V show?
I have it on DVD, and it's okay. It just doesn't have the same magic as the early 80s sci-fi special effects, but it's still pretty good. Instant buy. I'm not a Fantastic Four guy, but it's got my boy Namor on it. I'm gonna buy it because I want to see him kick their butts.
Hey, he's a mutant. I like him.
And a mutant. Yep. Here's one for you, Rich. Dinosaurs for Hire from Malibu.
Baby. I have that.
I remember seeing this one.
Yep.
I have that.
And then here's a little bit of my guilty pleasure. Some Batgirl. So here's Batgirl Special. I think this was a key. I can't remember what the key is.
I love that cover, man. I love that cover.
Who does this cover? This is Mignola.
Yeah.
She's like going from one dimension to another.
Yeah.
I love that cover.
And then we got this one, Batgirl number 0, the new 52.
Cool.
A little bit. I pick these up when I see them for like $1 or so. Here's number 1. I love this cover. Adam Hughes cover. There we go.
Yeah, Hughes crushes everything.
And then here's a fun one. Everybody should have this one.
Yeah, David Letterman.
The one time
I used to have it.
I think it was Alan showed that last night on Biggie's.
Did he? Okay,
stream,
this is a ridiculous
Wasn't
comic.
that his under one of his? No, he had Little Orphan Annie. That's right.
We were all shitting on him. We were all shitting on that book.
Here's another one I think everybody needs to have.
I got that. I love that book.
Yeah,
What's going on here, Clark?
Wow. I call it Killer Miter Superman.
I've never seen that cover. That's a bit intense.
Yeah.
Yes, I did an Alan top 10 the one week where he was asking for the scariest covers. That was my number 1. Like Superman about to bugger a child is the scariest.
I think the action and Superman at that time, they did some really weird covers. They were just like, screw it. This is what we're doing. Here's one, Chanto, for you. One of my favorite movies next to Night is Return. So, yeah, I've been piecing this together because I keep missing them on release date because they either sell out too fast or my store just doesn't get enough of them. But, yeah, awesome cover.
Yeah,
I'm going to stick with horror a little bit here. Journey into Mystery. This one was on the list for a while. I got this from our buddy Cheddar.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a cool one.
Everything's better with Cheddar.
And then I love Joe Kubert. So I love some of his old horror stuff that he did for Ghost. Very iconic cover with the angel and stuff. And Yeah.
I love that.
Where Monsters Dwell, #1. The
I
Cyclops.
have that whole run.
This is a great run.
It's
I mean,
cool.
I
They're all
love reading through the old Stan Lee writing of like the dialogue. It's just, it cracks me up. Here's another Monsters Dwell. So these were all reprints. So I'm like, you know what? This is a cheap way to get these though,
Right.
as opposed to the originals. So that's kind of a cool one.
Pants are blue and not purple.
Yeah.
He's wearing jorts.
Oh, there you go.
Found this at a flea market, which I was shocked. I controlled myself when I was like, yeah, I'll take these. I think I got a whole stack of them for like less than $1, and this was one of them. So
Awesome. Nice.
Oh, wow.
And we were talking Alex Ross, so of course I had to get this one.
Oh yeah,
with Logan.
Awesome.
And
I got it
then
with Alex Ross.
there's a Earth X cover with Old Man Cap there.
Nice.
This one is New Teen Titans, but the reason I got it wasn't for the Titans. It was because it has a preview of Captain Carrot in it. So it's got a little insert in there before the actual series came out. I loved that series as a kid.
You always have to watch out for those. There's always like certain ones. Like there's the Warlord, which is like the first. I can't remember, but when it has that little window on the side.
Yeah,
like the first.
I think Firestorm had what was it? Masters of the Universe, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then finally, I'm gonna show you my Man Thing. So, 90s Man Thing, which I kind of like the 90s version of him. He was very grotesque, almost kind of reminded me of Bernie a little bit.
He looks a little
giant size Man Thing though.
Yeah, not giant size.
That's his little Wayne.
Yeah, little Wayne.
But yeah,
little Brucey.
Through Strange Tales as a subtitle, but it's still Man Thing. I think they still call it a volume of Man Thing. And I think these had fold out covers, which was kind of cool. So the picture's a little bit bigger than actually is right there. But yeah, it was only like a 4, maybe it was 6 issue series. You can find them in the dollar bin. All that 90s stuff from Strange Tales and what was it? Marvel Knights, I think, was another subtitle they had. You always see those in the bargain bins. So, but there we go.
Cool.
Tapping out. Round.
Who wants to go next? Got anything else to show? Or?
I'm done.
I'm good.
Good.
I got 3 books, and if you allow me, I can make an announcement.
Are you gonna play your trumpet?
No, the wife is sleeping right now, and it's probably not a good time.
You could, but you shouldn't.
I could play it for a little while, then I'd have to duck. You know?
Don't want to get you in a hot seat, buddy. That's all right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, you said Alex Ross, and this is a book, an Alex Ross book.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
And it's paying homage to William Shakespeare's Hamlet, where he's talking to the skull. And it's not your typical shiny cover, Alex Ross. It's different. He has such a range in what he can do. And the second book is this Hellcat character.
Nice.
Over a computer graphic. And I just like the way the color scheme goes. You know, how it changes from the darkers to the brighters.
Yeah.
And
the
last book I might have shown before, but this Captain America face portrait is all words, and in his eye here it says Timely Comics.
Oh wow!
And then it's Civil War, and all the villains. Every bit of his face, the whole cover is nothing but words.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. That is cool. You showed that one before, Steve. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but every time I look at it, I notice something different.
I noticed a new name.
And we're going to have the 4th episode of fourth of the Legion of Substitute Comic Book Collectors.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
And they got us as the King of the Hill characters.
I love that show.
Yeah, see now I like that, man. Made me chuckle. I love that.
That's this week, Steve.
April 30th, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And I got my inspiration from Eric because he's always doing shows, games during his live streams. And
Got a game?
yeah, we're going to do a game called Let's Trade Comics.
Oh, good.
And we're each going to have 4 books, and we'll present a book, and we're going to have a audience participation where we say, do you want it or do you want to dump it? And then the chat gets to chime in, and hopefully it'll be fun.
Dig it or dump it. Love it.
Want it? Dump it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I was going to ask everybody.
Dating.
We'll start wrapping up things, but since Stevie D already did some plugging, anybody else got some stuff coming up? You guys want to plug anything? Johnny, you want to?
Yeah, I'm just, I pretty much put videos out every Sunday and Wednesday, those pre-recorded ones that you guys don't like. And I got a backlog. I got about 15, so I need to try to go a little more. I just got.
Hey, pump them out, buddy. I will watch them for sure.
I buy so much crap. And then tomorrow, like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to go. I'm just going to start cleaning, and like I said, I'm going to be doing it anyway, so I might as well stream it. And if you pop on and ask questions, whatever, I'll be there.
Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
I think I missed the last one you did just by like a little bit. You'd already done it, so I had to watch the rewind. But I was like, man, I wish I knew he was.
Yeah, I got to actually look and see what time I'm supposed to do it. I don't remember what time.
I think it said 2:00.
That'd be Central. Right? So yeah, 2 Central.
Yeah, 2 p.m. Central.
Yeah, no F1 races this weekend. That's my other passion, so I can clean all day Sunday.
Nice.
Adam, you got anything you want to promote?
No, like I said, I'm planning on doing like a prep for those going to Heroes video, just to kind of share some different things that I think might be helpful for people. But yeah, it's all really.
You want to give out any more hints from your Instagram post?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was zooming in on that sucker.
Yeah,
I like to keep things hush hush, but I know Ryan Colossus Collector got his.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm not sure if he's gonna. I don't expect anybody to do anything with it or publicize it or anything, but he might. It was funny. His birthday came on his birthday. I did not know that.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it worked out good then. Yeah,
he opened it up.
I'm sure he'll showcase it on.
I'll bug him Monday
on something.
Okay, yeah. So I put like Council of X-Men at the top, and it's got Colossus Collector on the bottom, and I got him smoking a cigar, and all that kind of stuff. So did a few little funny things on it. So,
I would think you would do him as a thing. Do him as the thing. That's how I picture him as. But I know it ain't X-Men, but smoking a cigar. But anyway.
Yeah, but just drawing and doing all kinds of stuff. So yeah.
Mr. Eric.
Well, since I brought it up, Council of X Monday is going to be crazy fun. I'm going to be on there. We have a theme for this week, and a little sneak peek. We're designing our own mutants. So I just brought back a guy from about 35 years ago, high school.
I'm looking forward to that, man.
So we get to present these characters, talk about their background, their power sets and stuff like that. And then I think Ryan's going to have like the chat or something, like audience participation. We can, vote on what characters we think are the coolest and stuff. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that because it's kind of it's kicking me in the butt a little bit to get back into those creative juices flowing again. So I'm starting to draw again. I'm starting to sketch.
That's great.
I sent Ryan so many sketches. I said I probably sent you more than you want, but he said it was cool. And so he's going to do little slideshows for everybody. And Yeah, I may. Actually, I have a video I've been sitting on for a while that I got to finish editing. So that probably will be coming next month. It's actually me going through an actual drawing process from sketch to finish.
Oh, wow.
So something that I've been kind of hesitant on doing. You know, you're putting yourself out there, so it's a little nerve wracking, but I'm finally going to just jump and do it. My wife's bugging me, just do it type of thing. And yeah, so that's on the back burner a little bit, but yeah, just basic weekly videos. I think this Monday I'm doing my second C2E2 coverage video, which is just a 10 for $10 dive that I usually do. So I get to show off some really cheesy, dollar books that I found there.
Sweet.
That's about it for me coming up.
All right, Chaco, my heterosexual life mate. You got anything you want to promote?
Other than heterosexual life
make us rich.
My side piece.
My sidekick.
No. I like
no, not you. I'm talking about Adam. I'm talking about Adam, Chaco.
Well, promoting the homies stuff. Everybody on the stream, please follow everyone on the stream. Tomorrow 9:30 a.m. Everybody should check out the Hangover Show with Nate Hagen. And tomorrow evening, Matt does his Superman show. Check out Matt Likes Comics. I can't remember which time it is. Monday, I think it's before Council of X, but Alan's stream is going to be enormous. That's going to be Steven showing what he traded for, and it's going to be a banger. It's going to be a hot spicy sausage. It's going to be
giant sausage.
Yeah. It's gonna be the deluxe.
Sure, that is no doubt.
And next Friday, be on the Comics Council on Biggie stream, and I think in 2 weeks, so not this week. It's the following week or following week. I'm going to be on with Nate and Hagen on the Sunday morning
morning show,
show, and then that same week I'm going to be on Tuesday on Matt's channel for like another interview. So just that's sort of, and then every weekend that we can. Next week I'm at Nightmare Weekend in Chicago, so I don't know. I will have to kind of play it by ear if I'll be able to join the stream next weekend, but any other time that we're able to, we'll be doing Saturday night streams.
Yep, cool. I've got a few videos in the works. I think on Tuesday I'll be doing a pre-recorded thing with Alan, interview type thing, but on Thursday at 8 p.m. Central I'll be on Gary B's 1011 show, doing that live show stream. So that's pretty much it for me. Also tomorrow, don't forget the church. If you guys go to Bleeckers,
church too.
Church, go to Comic Church. But and the Hangover Show. I was trying to think of anybody else to think of what all they got coming up, but I know there's several. So, but
there's a lot on Sundays usually. I think still 35 cents always does his.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, Dave does his stuff. I just can't really think of anything else. But I just want to thank
Rob's Fat Stacks on Saturday mornings too, Saturday early afternoon. Yeah.
Thanks everybody in the chats. When we started doing the interview, I didn't say hello to the chats, formally or whatever. I just started pulling up the comments, people showing that they was coming into the room because Biggie was talking. It's one of those things that you never know where to place that. If you've already started interviewing somebody, I probably should have done it before the interview, but at the same time, it always makes it kind of difficult to when you first start. You don't have that many people in the comments, but it's a learning thing. Enjoying this like crazy, doing this. This is awesome. I love being able to meet new people and then turn around and have it end on just hanging out with my friends. So it makes it always fun and interesting to see what everybody's gotten for the week. If you got them drinking. But Little White Claws. I can't wait to go to Heroes Con to drink White Claws, man. I tell you. I got a couple of buddies that do that here, man. I have given them so much shit over the years of that stuff because.
And you're going to be partaking.
Yeah, I'll be partaking. I'll have to partake. So
You just gotta shotgun them, Rich.
I have a request that I want to see a picture of a whole bunch of y'all drinking, like a video, drinking White Claws, but it's like a slow-mo walk-off, you know? Like there's an explosion behind
Explosions behind us?
Right.
Yeah.
That's the first.
I think
and then at the end of the evening, you've all switched to bourbon.
Or scotch.
I'm switching to Zima. What are you talking about?
You guys wouldn't like me. I'm non-alcoholic. I don't drink.
I don't think White Claw counts. So I think
no, that's true. It's like 7-Up.
Yeah. Good old flavored seltzer water with a little bit of alcohol. But
yeah, I don't even know where it says how much it has. 5%.
But thanks again for everybody coming on and hanging out. And thanks to Biggie Shaq for doing our interview. And like I said, Chanco's going to be busy next week. So my plan as of right now is to still do the show. If he can't make it, I'll try to bring on a side piece, co-host. And and we'll see what happens. I got a few people I'm going to try to line up, but I probably won't be able to make it happen by Saturday, but we can always, there's always somebody else I can get a hold of and stuff to fill in if there ain't nobody I can nail down for sure. But yeah, like always, man, thanks again, everybody hanging out, and we'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.